Hidden Object Guru here, back with more Mystery Case Files, Huntsville. 47 items in 22 minutes. That's 2 items a minute. Let's see. We're going to the cemetery this time and a bunch of other locations too to deal with a grave robber? What is wrong with this game? Let's start at the attorneys at law, which, as you know, I'm very comfortable with. There's the eyeball. There's the pear. There's the telephone. See what I'm saying? We've done this so many times now. It's not that I could do it in my sleep, but we have done it a lot of times. Telescope. There's mouse number 1. Or is that a rat? There's mouse number 2. I honestly don't think they've asked us for the loot before. I mean, it's in plain view, but having trouble clicking on that guy. I thought we were going to have another spoon situation from last time. There's a loot, and there's a stack of place. Let's do this. That felt pretty good. That was in under 1 minute we got through one. Yay. Let's hope the diner's a little better. Ugh, we're not doing 2 canes again. I want to do 2 canes again to show off my cane skill. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Now it's saying the candy cane is a separate thing. Although I guess it can work as both. It can work as one of the 2 canes or just a candy cane itself. Now I'm a little embarrassed because I don't think I know what a lyre is. I mean, I know it's a kind of instrument. And, you know, forced to answer the question, I would say, like a kind of harp, maybe? Anyway, we're going to be using a hint for that one later. Unless I stumble into it here. The safety pin, which now that I know where it is, like all hidden object items, is really painfully obvious. Is this the lyre here in front of the thing? It is. That's a pizza cutter, dummy. Good catch. Wait, is the lyre one of the things down here? No, that's a shell. That's some asparagus. A stamp. A lady's face. That's also kind of a stamp. Fishing rod. Oh, that's what this is. I always wondered what that item was down there. Whenever I was looking for, like, the ruler or whatever, I'd see that item down there, and I have no idea what it was. Pearl necklace. A necklace made entirely out of pearls. Well, at least time they're not trying to deceive me by saying it's a red bell, of course, hidden deeply unfairly. Trying to trick me into thinking it's a pear necklace, which, I want to stress again, isn't a real thing. I have no idea where this necklace is. Like, I'm looking for it around things and at the base. Oh, it's at the base of this. Okay. I still don't know what a lyre looks like, so instead of... Oh, wait, is this it? The thing I never figured out what it was before? No. Okay. And... just, I'm looking for something with strings. That's my guesstimation of what a lyre might be. Is that it there, behind the fork? Wait. That was it behind the fork, and it is the handheld harp thing that... You know what? There were lyres in that game that was based on Greek mythology, Clash of the Titans. There you go. Drumstick. Ugh. Was this a drumstick? It was! I totally identified that last time as a drumstick. I had to use a hint for the coat hanger, so I'm never forgetting that one. Billiard balls, of course, here. Pair of glasses could not be more obvious. Boat is, again, pretty good. Red light is up top. The bunch of feathers is right here. Don't remember where the bell is. Like, that went really well, but off the top of my head, I'm just not remembering where the bell was. So I'm not going to get stuck up on it. Not going to let it slow me down. This is actually going really well. Let's hit the cemetery next. Oh, reptile house. That's new. Oh, hell no. Green spaceman? Yeah. Barber pole? Yep. Those are nice and obvious. Welcome sign is here. I just had to look for, you know, words. There's the saw. Chain, 3 ladybugs. You know, in England they call them ladybirds, even though they're obviously bugs. I don't know why. That's something I should probably go to the internet to find out, because it seems baffling to me. An archer, you say? You know, for a 100% new... Those are actually shackles, not a chain, but whatever. I'll take it. 1, 2... Sorry, is this... Did I just do my first time ever on this screen in like 90 seconds? That's pretty good. That's, you know, 1 every 11 seconds. Wow, this one is spooky. Good work, guys. See, I'm not seeing anything yellow, but you're telling me there's a pencil here. 2 nooses. Wow. There's noose number 1. Is that noose number 2, or is that unrelated? 2 owls. Hey, it's a scream face! Oh my god. Remember when we had to find the concept of a scream? And it was like a transparent ghost baby yelling? And I was like, you are cheating so hard, game. And the game didn't care because, let's face it, it was built around cheating. Key! Pair of glasses, owl. Key, pair of glasses, owl, egg. Oh, there's a bell. I mean, it's not the one I need, but glad to have found another egg. Okay, key, pair of glasses, owl. Pencil, horseshoe. Wow, I actually still have a lot to find on this screen. Horseshoe, horseshoe, horseshoe. Oh, there's the other owl. And there's the horseshoe. I was looking over for the list of items, and it was right next to the list of items, so that actually made my life considerably easier. If I were a pair of glasses... You know what? Not going to worry about it. I got the key. Hopefully when we get to the final level and they make me get 100 keys, this will have helped. This training to find the keys. Pencil, pair of glasses. I thought the pair of glasses would be somewhere logical. I was obviously foolish to imagine that. Is that... No, that's not glasses. It's a nautilus. That's a... horsey. Did I say... You know, I said horsey. What have we got here? Nothing of note. Gosh darn it, people. Where are ya? Alright, I give up. Let's just head out and we'll come back and hint these later. I need to find 7 more items. Let's see if that's doable here in the mausoleum. Clock. Or horloge, as the French say. That's a clock, isn't it? No. Noose. At least the noose is nice and obvious, if I could ever click on it. Clock, keys, hoe. Clock, keys, hoe, something, something. Plate, gas lamp, bloody hand. Now, do you mean bloody hand, or do you mean bloody hand print? Because I feel like you might mean bloody... No, you meant bloody hand. Jesus Christ, that's a severed hand. I should not question this game. Whew. That was rough. Is this a plate, or is that a death mask? It's a death mask. Oh, there's the clock. Wow, there were 3 items just kind of right next to each other, weren't there? And there's the keys. So is everything just sitting here along the bottom? I know not everything, but like that was 4 in a row that were in extremely close proximity. Is that the handle of a hoe? Yes, it is. Beer plate. Oh, there's the beer. So many hats that I keep thinking are plates. No, it's the skull is being presented on a plate. That went fantastically well, everybody. So, we're going to be doing the graveyard, or are we going to be doing the... Wow, those glasses are really well hidden. Alright, let's see where the pencil is. Yeah, it's a black pencil. You know, I could click on that, or I could go back to the cafe, and now I'll know where everything is. Wow, I have no excuse for missing that bell. That really doesn't look like the finial from the end of a bar? What am I saying? Support bar for curtains? There's a special name for that, right? Oh, great. It's one of these evil masks. No, not mask. There we go. Evil badges again. If only we could find out what was going on with them. Seriously, it is taking us a while to figure out what's going on with them. Alright, let's see what this guy's face goes. Right up top and to the left, or... oh, that's the top and to the left. Obviously, I need to be a little higher, but... Oh, there it is. Okay. Wow, there's 2 badges this time, aren't there? Huh. Wonder what that means. Well, that was lucky. Okay... Yeah, it should be relatively easy to put... Well, I clicked in the wrong place. As I was saying that it was going to be easy. Never a good sign. Here? No. Here? No. I really thought that was going to be in one of these places right around here. It was! It's not the one I was thinking of. Finger pointing up goes over here. There's the rest of that skull. And these tangled brambles go at the base. That goes here. Oh yeah, we're making good time. That is the top of the... Thank you. Where is this guy? I'm having a weirdly hard time finding this guy. Alright, let's put the skull in... Not the skull, the clock-looking thing in place. I know it's not actually a clock, but bear with me. I guess he's over on the right side of the screen? Yep. Alright, well now we can just quickly assemble him, and that should save us a lot of time. Okay. Yeah, that got that going. Nope. Alright. What's that evil claw thing? Yep, okay. We got bats. We got edges of tombstones. It's what I like to call living the dream. That's the top of the tree. And that goes right here, in fact. Where the hell does this thing go? No? Ah, okay. Oh, wow, the skull disappeared on that one. That's extra strange. Alright, how are we doing time-wise? Do we get this whole thing done in less than 10 minutes? No. It's taken us 11 minutes so far, and it might hit 12 if I don't get my act together. Where does that... Oh, that thing's right up top. Nope. You're up top. Yes, you're right here, and then we're done. Busted. Exceptionally done, Agent HOGuru. You have uncovered the mysterious grave robber's identity. Pawnshop Pete's assistant Lou has been selling unearthed personal effects at the shop for some time. Wow. See what I mean about this game getting super, super dark? Lou's digging days are done. Okay, I enjoyed that. The rank of undercover agent. Well, let's keep my name out of the press then, shall we? Alright, hapless Huntsville citizens have been hoodwinked by a sinister and pervasive scheme. Pyramid scheme. Head honcho. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Pyramid scheme, everybody. Let's do this. Right back to the mausoleum. Noose. Yes. Fan. What kind of fan? Circular or the bad kind? Isn't that a fan, technically? No. Do I need glasses? Whisk broom grass skirt. Oh, there it is. That is a grass skirt she's wearing. I don't know if you can see the... Oh, there's the gold mask. We talked about that last time. What kind of compass, though? Oh, wow. He's got a set in his hands, and there's a set up there. Should probably figure out what those things are called in case I'm called upon to click on them later. I knew that was the fan. Telephone. Ah, there we go. You know, that is the kind of telephone I would expect this guy to have, so bravo. Is that a monkey skull with a banana stuffed in it and a human skull who's, like, fighting over it with him? Because that's weird and kind of creepy. Cow skull! Those are usually easy to find because they're really pointy. That severed hand is messing with my head. Okay. Yeah, cow skulls are a really popular thing to have show up in hidden object games, but they're generally much easier to find than this one. Huh. You know what? We're going to come back later. For right now, I'm just going to take a powder on this screen and readjust my expectations. Crime computer. Are we ever going to have to find something at the crime computer, I wonder? Camel. Yep. That was the camel, right? No, those were groups of chicks. Okay, rooster. That one I don't remember. Huh. There's the second group of chicks, though, so that's something. Turtle. Nope, that's a frog. Caterpillar, goggles, 2 lizards. That count as a lizard? It does. Blue bottle. Blue bottle. Huh. I see the bright purple bottle, but that's, of course, not what we're looking for. Camel, rooster, turtle. Camel, rooster, turtle. Ah, there's the turtle. Is it a picture of a rooster? Nope, there was a teeny tiny rooster in there. And I gotta say, if roosters were really that tiny, I could totes see having one as a pet. There's the blue bottle. This is marble or something. I got a lizard on the loose, I got a camel, and I got goggles. Is it a picture of a camel? Or goggles, or whatever? Oh. No, they're the goggles. My god. Now I remember that famous sketch from, that famous comedy sketch from a comedy sketch TV show. Where the, oh, there's the camel. Or dromedary. Are they still called dromedary when they only when they have 2 humps? I don't know. Anyway, of course, it was referencing the easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. And the sketch is about a rich man who is, of course, troubled by this fact. So he created a foundation to milkshakes. I'm not going to forget that again. A foundation to figure out how to get a camel through the eye of a needle. Is it bigger needles? Is it smaller camels? Like he had genetically engineered a tiny camel. It was a really good sketch. And so, can you tell me, A, what show that sketch was on? B, who was the actor in that sketch? Who was playing the rich man who was trying to get a camel through the eye of a needle so he could get into heaven? If you can tell me, oh, it's an anthropomorphized pig. I was looking for a real pig. You know, like a toy pig, not a real pig. 2 motorcycles. I feel like we found... Yeah, we did. Okay. When you say scale, do you mean like step on scale or scales of justice scale? I'll figure it out. Yeah, so if you can tell me those 2 things, which sketch, which comedy show with sketches was it, and who was the actor in that sketch about getting a camel through the eye of the needle, you will win a prize, which is, of course, a code from my grab bag of Steam games, of all of the extra Steam games I have lying around, including Deadly Premonition. And I was about to say Titan Quest, but I just gave away Titan Quest. I'll check if there's still a copy of... is that a radio? That is a radio. And there's the other fan. This is going great. I'll check if there's still a copy of Saints Row 3 yet, but I might have given away the last copy of Saints Row 3 I had. I had like 4 copies of Saints Row 3, and it proved very popular with people who win the quiz. Because Saints Row 3, I mean, I can't question it. It's a really good game. Ceramic jug, 3 hooks. Hook 1, hook 2, don't remember the 3rd hook. I do remember where the 2 dragons were. I will always remember where the 2 dragons were, because that was like a down-to-the-line type of situation last time. What is that? That is the final hook. Yes, even though it was on a stick, it still counts. Dragon 1. Like, you can't even see the dragon on this oil can. But that counts. I still think that's a cheat. Beetle. Did I ever find a beetle on this screen? Huh. Horseshoe. Hair pick. What does a hair pick look like? Is that one of those long combs? Or is it something else? I honestly don't know. So, 3 frogs. Frog 1. Frog 2. And the 3rd frog, is it on a picture or something? No, it's in a... It's in a jar, which is creepy. Oh god, I remember. Strangest thing I ever found. I haven't found many strange things digging up yards, because I haven't spent much time digging up yards. But I was digging up a yard that was just massively overgrown. So, you know, mowed it down, then dig it up, turned it over, took out the grass. You know, just restarted the whole yard. And when I was doing that, so this yard, it was right off an alley. All right? So, well, like the house, you know how there's an alley and there's the houses that border on the alley? That concept. It's not a challenging concept. I don't feel like I have to explain that any further, right? And so this house was right on it, and there was a fence, like a tall wooden fence, leading into the, between the alley and the backyard. And so I found, like 2 or 3, I think it was 3 wallets just lying in the backyard, like in the really tall grass. One of them was half buried. because people had like robbed people and then run off down an alley and then stopped the second they were out of sight down an alley, took out all the money or cards from a wallet and just tossed it over the side. Yeah. So that was upsetting. But anyway, so I'm digging up this yard and I turned up a jar and another hair pick. Wow, I better figure out what this thing is. Fishing lure, matchstick, not a problem. Trident screw. There's the screw. Do you need a turtle? 2 roses light bulb zeppelin. Anyway, I turned up a jar, like a screwed top jar that had like formaldehyde and a larval insect in it. And I guess someone had done it maybe as a school project. I mean, the house wasn't that far from a school, so... And someone had either stolen it from somebody or gotten rid of their school project at the end of a day by tossing it over a fence into somebody's backyard. I always thought that was pretty weird. Is that that is the fishing lure? I thought so. Did I still not find the light bulb? No. Oh, there it is. No, that doesn't count. Eyeball in a glass, people. Eyeball in a glass. Is that... I was about to say, is that the trident? And I clicked on a pretzel. Hopefully you understand my reason. Yeah, hair pick. It's the long comb. Okay, good. I did know. I did, if not guess right, kind of remember what I was talking about. There's the light bulb. I'll worry about the rose later if I need to. Because knowing this game, it could be like a pale green picture of a rose in that ink wallpaper. I don't know if I've made this clear, but I hate that wallpaper. Thermometer, yep. Shrunken head, really? Ew. You never want the artichoke, do you? That's not a bearded man, that's a man with a mustache. Unless I was going to say a bearded man, what if it was the spool of thread? Lichen? Not lichen, yeah, no, it's a lichen. The old man's beard lichen, as we see so frequently on in the game. Oh, there's the shrunken head. The long dark. Oh, the long dark. I had such a frustrating debate with you. Does that heart with an arrow through it count as a Valentine? It does. How are we doing frog-wise? Not great, huh? There's that lamp that I had to get a clue for that time. Ugh. So embarrassing. So, this is not a fun fact, but I'm going to couch it as one. I found the hair... Okay, I did it. This time I actually found it. I remembered once I found the hairdryer on the screen by randomly clicking on the screen accidentally, and I just got the hairdryer, so I never really got a chance to see what the hairdryer looked like. And I'd forgotten where it was, but now that I have a chance to look for it, it was pretty obvious. Spool of thread. I feel like we definitely found the spool of thread before. Seriously, I mean, I know it would be kind of unfair because it would get easier as the game went on, but at the same time, I would find it so satisfying to have a game like this that's just stupidly cluttered, and by the end of the game, the screen is completely clean. Like, we did that as a mini game. God, it was like a bonus game. Something I played recently. I don't know if it was a haunted hotel or something else. I should, you know, check my records. I don't keep good records. Oh, there's the old man with the beard. It's in the... yeah. Where it was a giant screen, and it was like, find 80 items was the task. And you could only find 10 at a time, and as you grabbed them... Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. As you grabbed one, the other one would disappear. And by the end... So you started out, and it was this dilapidated Saw-style bathroom, right? And by the end of it... I mean, it's not clean, but all of the items are gone, and it was great. One must look for the rose. Is it a green rose? Is that a thing? I was about to say who had blue roses, but of course blue roses are a thing that's been in a bunch of things, and that's not actually a easy thing to make a quiz out of. Blue oranges, on the other hand, I would want to make into a quiz, but literally, because it's one of those things that I think of as obscure from my childhood, but it's the easiest thing in the world to search for, because you would just type blue oranges into Google. Like, the only thing that comes up is the thing I'm thinking of, and so It's not like blue oranges have been a staple of fiction the way blue roses have. It's Tantan, by the way, in case you're curious. Tantan is the guy who dealt with blue roses. Yeah, snakes don't count as lizards, dummy. Why am I having such trouble finding this lizard? I need to find 4 more items, which is a lot of items now that I think about it. Fire station, here we go. Horseshoe. Now that I know what the hair pick is, I've been empowered to find the hair pick. Okay. Come on, hair pick. Hair pick, beetle, horseshoe. Is that the horseshoe? Yes! We can only see a tiny part of it, but I was dead on. Hair pick, beetle, horseshoe. Ah, there's the hair pick. I only saw the comb part, so it looked like a comb to me. Beetle, s'il vous plaît. Capital S, capital V, capital P. Find me a beetle, dear game. You're not going to, are you? Oh, wait, there it is. There's one of the spots on the Dalmatian. Again, that actually looks pretty good. Let's do this, Mausoleo. One more item and we are out of here. I don't care what kind of compass it is. I'm going to find it. That wasn't it. Because it might not be that compass. I was about to say, aha, I've got you, but it was a clock. Cow skull, whisk broom, compass. Okay, cow skull, whisk broom, compass. Again, this should not be this difficult. Cow skull is in plain view. Alright, I'm embarrassed. So, let's find out what the compass was. It was that type of compass, and it was right next to the thing I was obsessing over. Whisk broom is... Oh! Really cleverly hidden in the hair of the statue, so I applaud you for that one, game. Alright, so now we get to find either the rose or the lizard. I'm going to go with the lizard. Wow, not only should I have found that one, I feel like we did find that one before. Alright, computer. Oh, we're here! I was not expecting that. So let's start with the inn sign. Wow, this dude is huge. And he's carrying a briefcase. Wow, that was just a lucky guess. But now we know where he is, so let's just pop him on there. I believe you go here, you go here. There's your arm. Nope. No, that's wrong. Oh, I see. There we go. Ta-da! Oh, yeah, this is going swimmingly. The huge dude is making it easier to solve. Oh, okay. I do have a quiz. It's going to come completely out of field, and I'm sorry that it seems so random. But the hint is that something in this level, in the locations we went to this level, reminded me of it. So there's this movie, right, about people who move to a small town full of creepy things, you know, as happens in movies. I mean, that's the plot of every movie. But anyway, the specific creepy thing that happens to this family in this movie is that they move to a house that used to be a business. Not going to say which one because that would give away the ghost. Used to be a business, and people are like, "Oh, what a creepy house you live in." And everybody's like, "Yep, pretty creepy house." And the twist is that suddenly, out of nowhere, the movie becomes H.P. Lovecraft themed, and it turns out the house they're living in is built on top of a Shoggoth. Yeah, there's a Shoggoth under their house, which, as you can imagine, was an unpleasant surprise to everyone. So the question is, which film am I talking about where it turns out they're living on top of a Shoggoth? If you can tell me the title of that movie, it was from it's from this century, so after 2000. If you can tell me the name of that movie, you will win a prize. Be the first commenter below the video, obviously, to mention it. Hornswoggling. My train leaves in less than 1 minute. My plane, sorry, that's embarrassing. Leaves in less than 1 minute. God, I love that monorail episode. You know, for a long time, I didn't check what kind of mystery this was. Case report, please. Possible crime, 200 peg. Embezzlement. I knew these lawyers were scumbags. Anyway, picture locket. Oh, okay, that's a new one. Female sculpture, that I remember. A toy house. Wow, they're really getting all kinds of new stuff here, aren't they? Wait, there's a gramophone in this level? Oh yeah, but it doesn't have the horn, so it doesn't count. It doesn't have the horn. Is it even technically a gramophone? I don't know the rules. Yeah. Yeah, for years I thought that the best episode of The Simpsons ever was Marge versus the Monorail, which is, I mean, it's a fantastic episode. No one would ever debate that, I think. I mean, if they weren't a fool. But, you know, someone managed to convince me that that's only the second best episode of The Simpsons ever. And that, in fact, the best episode of The Simpsons ever is Homer Goes to College. And, you know, watching the two of them many times, back to back. Sometimes watching that one of them twice, sometimes watching the other one twice in a row. Really, like, giving it due consideration, I think Homer Goes to College is the better episode, because there's not a line in that episode that isn't an all-time hilarious joke or a setup for an all-time hilarious joke. Like, the amount of jokes per second in that episode is unparalleled. Also, it is laser-focused on the story it's telling. You know, it doesn't screw around with subplots and, what is Lisa doing this week? We've got to make sure Lisa has something to do. You know, that kind of nonsense. What's Lisa's story this week? Nothing. She's not in the I mean, she is in the episode. She and Bart watch the, are trying to watch the episode of Itchy and Scratchy where Itchy finally gets Scratchy. That's not the fan? How is that not the fan? You asked me for a fan. Oh, it's a shell. Well, you know, potato, potato. You can use a shell as a fan. And that is accurate. I wouldn't be efficient, but you could do it. I was going to say, is the tire wheel a fan? No, it's a tire wheel. Tire wheel? Bicycle wheel? Or just tire? Jesus, HOGuru. Pepper. No. Painted egg. Yes. Matchstick. Yes. We just... Oh, the pretzel I had all that trouble with last time. Nice. So yeah, Homer Goes to College. I used to be able to... I doubt I could do it now. But I used to be able to time out like 23 minutes by reciting that episode with the accurate timing. I need the outlet for a rock tumbler. Plug it in, plug it in. Which one, the TV or the rock tumbler? The TV. They'll never let us show that one again. And now I'm just quoting Homer Goes to College, which... Oh my god. So yeah, now for me to make an irrational gripe. What do you mean by decoy? Do you mean like a wooden duck? Oh, you meant a wooden duck. Okay, well, that seems a little... And I'm thinking about popular Ottawa film decoys. Well, not popular, but, you know, one of the fairly small number of films to be shot in Ottawa before the present day, when movies are being shot in Ottawa all the time. Specifically, like Lifetime movies featuring... let's see, what is that? An umbrella, an elephant, pepper locket, cowboy. How hard can it be to find a cowboy? Is that a dude on a horse? No. Oh, he's down here with his Stetson hat. Okay. Pepper. Oh, I just realized it could be like a pepper shaker. It doesn't have... I was assuming it was going to be a green pepper or a red pepper. A yellow pepper. It was a red pepper. Okay. My second guessing myself achieved nothing. Although honestly, when does second guessing yourself achieve things? Time travel machine? I assume it's going to be like a replica of the one from the time machine. Teapot clock. Okay. How hard can that be to find? It looks like a teapot. Weirdly difficult, in fact. Alright, Nautilus shell. Nope, I went straight to the top right, but that was a different map. There you are, Mr. Nautilus Shell. Do you want the turtle? You could really use the turtle. You don't. Okay, I know it probably isn't true, but it feels like every time I've been on this level, they've wanted me to click on the bronzed booties. It's so refreshing when they want me to click on the hummingbird. I love that hummingbird. Alright, who sees a time travel machine? So it'd be like a chair with a big clock behind it, if I recall correctly. I'm trying to remember what the time machine in the movie The Time Machine looked like. You know, I never saw the that Time Machine remake with, feel like it was Guy Pearce, maybe? I'm super curious about it, though. Oh, there's the teapot clock. Well, that was refreshing anyway. Mouse. That is not a mouse. Okay, is a mouse hiding among the boots, or... Wait, is he chasing the mouse? No, he doesn't. Oh, yeah, he's chasing the mouse. And he knocked over those coins. So, if I don't find it in the next little... Well, I'm not going to search for it now. What I'm saying is I'm definitely coming back and finding out what the time travel machine looked like. If it turns out there was a DeLorean hiding on this screen, I'm going to be mucho annoyed. Rudy's Barbershop. Boomerang. Yes. Come on, faster. Typewriter. Can we do these all in order? Please tell me we can do this on mouse number 1. I'm not going to look to the next item until I've got the item I was looking at. Okay, we can do this in order. Let's do this. 1 mouse. Watermelon. Yes. Magnifying glass. Nope, that's a hand mirror. Damn it, this was going so well. Alright, let's take a powder on the magnifying glass and just move. Wait, no, there it is. Hell yes. Pliers. I remember that I thought that was the plier, but it was actually the thing right above. Alright, what's next? 2 shaving brushes. One was directly to the left of the chair. One was directly to the right of the chair. See? I'm on top of this. Who says I'm not? Banana. Thank you. Pete's Pawn Shop. We've been here. Oh, yeah, we've been here plenty of times. Bug crown. Roller skates. Nope. Those were not roller skates, but they still got me there. I just saw patent leather nonsense, and I thought maybe it was one of those high ankle. No, those are regular skates, not roller skates. Anyway, paintbrush. Paintbrush, croquet mallet, slotted spoon. And you probably could have just said spoon, unless there's a bunch of spoons on the screen, which there don't appear to be. Although that is another non-slotted spoon, so you got me, game. You know, a tennis racket is technically a kind of slotted spoon. What's that? I'm talking crazy and that's completely inaccurate? Oh, okay. Well, fine. 1 bow. Now, is this going to be the different kind of bow, like a decorative bow? Is that the way you're playing with language to screw me over like you always do, game? Okay. Bug crown roller skates. Bug crown roller... Oh, wow. I remember this one. I really thought the crown was going to be technically on top of the castle here, but it was like just next to it. A bow. This bow is torturing me. So croquet mallet should have the head visible, right? Or else it would be cheating. It does. Okay. Whew. The bug is right here on the dress mannequin. What do you call the thing? The kind of blank mannequin form that you use to build a dress around? Do you like pin a dress to when you're figuring out how a dress is supposed to be shaped is the word I want to use? Well, whichever. Is that the slotted spoon down there? No. No, no, no. Yeah, I got no line on this slotted spoon. You know, I'm going to come back later when I've had a second to compose myself. Come on, cemetery. The key. Oh, where was the key? I swear I found the key right away last time. Do you want the pencil this time? You never want the pencil. 4 ghosts. Nice. Is that a ghost? It is. It's 1, 2. It's the screaming thing from Scream. 3, and there. Okay, I thought that was 3, but I was wrong. Oh, there's the ghost. That's him right up there. That's not like a mask, right? That is a ghost. How we doing? 2 forks. Well, I got one of them. I got a spoon, too, if you need a spoon. The bell is not hard to find. And the glasses, again, they were really well hidden inside the cobwebs. So bravo. Skeleton numero uno. Could I please have a skeleton numero dos? Apparently not. Huh. Oh, there's the key. It's right at the bottom of the house. The creepy house. 1 skeleton, knife, 1 fork. Isn't it weird on that previous... Like, this game has been very good about when you go down to 1. So you'll start with 3, then it'll count down, then you get to 1, and it'll say 1. But when we had to find 3 frogs, and I think it was the firehouse, it would be like 3 frogs, 2 frogs, and then it would just say frog. I found that very strange. A skeleton and a knife. Oh, the knife is directly above where the fork was. That wasn't hard to find at all. I was hoping this finger was pointing to where I needed to find the skeleton, but alas and alack, that wasn't the case. Wow, the skeleton is a completely color-cheated skeleton just to make it harder to find. You bastards. All right, let's go back to the art museum. Fan skull. After finding all of those skeletons, you'd think a skull would be easy, but that's not how this game rolls. Alright, so let's carefully check the statue for the fan or the skull. No, there's a baseball bat, there's booze, there's his shoulder, there's grapes on either side of his head, which, given this game's penchant for not having any fun, they'll never ask me to pick up, will they? I got nothing. Like, this is a disaster area. Yay, another finger pointing in a direction that means nothing. How is the skull this hard to find? Found an army man, for God's sake. It's got to be worth something, doesn't it? Is the skull in this painting? No, of course not. I thought it was on top of his head, but that was just a hamburger. We got a... Oh, it's in the top of the other painting. Alright, we're leaving. I'm not going to drive myself crazy looking for this fan, although I might use a hint for it later. Captain's Inn. Lock it. Okay. No. Is that a locket around your neck, kind sir? No, that's an acorn. It was a locket around your neck. Screw you, game. Let's go find out where that fan was, shall we? Feeling pretty good about myself. Screw everything about you, game. There was not enough image there for me to say that there was a thing there. Oh yeah, I desperately want to know what the time travel machine is. I cannot miss that. Wow, I got no excuse. It is the one from the Time Machine movie, The Time Machine. And I have no excuse for not seeing it. That was bad. Alright, let's take a second, give one last look for these things, and we'll take the hint. Because I have 13 minutes to finish the next part. Which seems like plenty. But I do like to give myself as much of a buffer as possible. So we got through this in, what, 11 minutes? That's not bad. Gotta say. Alright, hint me. It was the other kind of bow, and all that time I spent talking about the frigging dress form thing, I didn't notice there was a bow around its neck. Because I thought of that as a ribbon, which, you know, there's not a lot of difference there, HOGuru. Alright, where does she go? Her head is right under the books, so it's got to be somewhere on the top row. Let's build her out from there. So she embezzled, did she? But what and why? Also, for what reason? A joke I will never get tired of. Well, more a reference than a joke, but I do love it. Seriously, though, if you haven't seen Dark Place, please watch Dark Place. It will improve your life having seen Dark Place. Not like a lot, but it will. I don't know why it's taken me until I'm like 2/3 of the way through the game to notice that there's a great big glow around the character, and I can actually get a bunch of free spaces in by just following the glow, whether or not there's a piece of the person in it. Like, look, that's most of the puzzle I've just done by just following the glow. Alright, you go there. Where does the hamburger go? Oh, right at the bottom. There is the chair back, which goes here. Yeah. Sorry, the chair seat. There's the chair arm. That goes above the burger, but to the other side. What have we got? Oh, what is that basket? Oh, it's the basket. The trash bin is what the word I was so arduously searching for. Okay. Oh, arduously. You're such a good word. Is that a clock? It is. And there is something for under the, there we go. It's the base of the chair. Top of the lamp. Alright, what's going on over here? Thank you. Oh, yeah, here we go. And done. Let's see what her deal was, shall we? Thank you. It's good to have good work recognized. Violet Burgundy, the colorful cleaning lady. Oh, wow, don't click, or, red-handed ray-faced and utterly blue. The pawn in a larger game. Nice. Of chess? Infiltrator. I like that ranking. Case 13. We're closing in on the big finale, people. Alright, I probably should have checked what mystery it was. Once crystal clear bodies of water around murky... Oh, toxic waste dumping. That's nice. Well, you know what? I'll say this. The grave robbing wasn't great, but we haven't had any truly disturbing crimes this time. I haven't been like visibly upset. Gorilla! It's weird. I hadn't looked at the thing yet, and I just wanted to click on a gorilla, and it ended up working. Padlock parrot. Eggplant boots. Padlock parrot eggplant boots. Padlock parrot eggplant boots. Ah, there's the eggplant. Super long eggplant, but nobody's going to complain. There's a different set of roller skates than we found last time. There's a bunch of reused images, but there are a lot of exclusive ones on every screen, so I do have to respect that. Is that oars? I think that might be oars. Padlock parrot. There we go. Padlock parrot. Boots. That is not boots. That is an anchor. Confusing thing about language that I'm just gonna ramble on for a minute. The way that so you have the rule that if something starts with a vowel sound, you have to use an instead of a. So this would be an honor, but I'm going to a height. See? Okay. And the confusing thing about that is that, of course, the people use it incorrectly because they base it on what the letter is. They assume if you start with a vowel, it's always honor. But if you start with a consonant, it's always an A. But of course the answer is it's not a honor. It's not a honor to be here. It's an honor to be here. It's based on the vowel sound. Oh, there's the heron. It's really bothering me. All right, padlock we'll come back for if we need to. Oh, no, it's right there. How many times have I found it as I was saying that I was giving up? That seems to happen to me a lot, right? Tropical Fish Store! I love this place. Or do I? Yeah, it doesn't let you click on the weeds part of it. No! I just lost a minute by half a minute by trying to make a point. I will never try to make a point again. Alright, thimble, sextant. That's that thing you use to figure out your latitude, right? Yes. Human jaw. Jesus Christ. What are you doing to me? When you say sea monster... Oh, yeah, okay, you meant Nessie. Okay. Or Plessy. Oh, Plessy, you're the best. You're the most adorable sea monster since that one episode of The Simpsons. Again, I don't have much good to say about The Simpsons after season 5. That's where Homer Goes to College was. But that Loch Ness Monster episode was pretty good. Thimble, human jaw, pretzel. Thimble, human jaw, pretzel. That is so far from a human jaw. That is like a submarine that's also a whale. It's about as far as you can get from a human jaw. I know that a lot of people like to draw their Simpsons line at season like 8 or 9 or something like that, but boom. Season 5, last episode of the season. Human jaw, pretzel, thimble. Well, there's the pretzel. Weird that I'm having this much trouble finding a thimble. You'd think a thimble's like would be a very clear because it's got such a distinct shape. The cone, the cylinder that's kind of moves in like a cone but has a flat top. Like that's really easy to wrap your head around. Anyway, or wrap around your head if it's particularly big. I thought that was funny. As I was saying it, I heard it. Thank you, wrench. Pair of gloves. Walking stick. Ah, there's the walking stick. No, that's the lizard. There's the walking stick. That was weird. Oh no, the fountain pen. No, there it is. Okay. Whew. Handsaw. Drumstick we just found last time. That went great. Yeah, Secrets of a Successful Marriage. Last episode of Season 5 is... So, Season 1 of The Simpsons is not great. I mean, it's fun, but it's not... It is not great. Eagle. Baseball. Oh, how many times have I clicked on this baseball? Thank you. And you get into Season 2, and there's some good ones and there's some bad ones. But it's largely a really, really great season of television. Just overall, very solid. You get into Season 3, and basically, Season 3, every episode is just perfect. It's like just a perfect episode of... Excuse me. Throttle is like a boat throttle. Yeah, there it is. It's like a perfect episode of television. Every single one of them is just flawless in every way. Because they work as comedy. They work... The family stories work emotionally. The comedy is brilliant. Like... Every single thing about that entire season 3 through 5 is just perfect. And then suddenly, you get to... Is that a totem? No, weird. You get to season... You know, I was thinking totem pole is what it would have to be, but of course it's just a totem. That does not necessarily mean it's a whole pole of totem. It can just be a small... totem, although the problem with that logic is a totem, as we learned from what movie, can be literally anything. So the question is, in what movie did we learn that totem can be whatever, anything at all, as long as you recognize it as your totem? It was a totem pole, but a miniature one. In what movie did we learn that a totem can be whatever you want? If you can tell me the answer to that question, and be the first commenter below the video to mention it, you will win a prize. I mentioned what the prize was earlier in the video. 2 Hawaiian leis. One is on a picture of a lady. Ugh. Sad about that as I was doing it. Bowling pin, please. Or again, SVP. Garden hand spade, which sometimes they call a shovel. Not how you spell an accordion. I'll click on it anyway. But that is not how you spell an accordion. Camera. Thank you. 3 pairs of dice. What? One of them better be fuzzy, you S of B's. This is a car shop. If you don't have fuzzy dice here, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. I think they might not have fuzzy dice here. Trophy grenade. Yikes. There it is. Hawaiian lei. Oh, there's the Hawaiian lei. It's entirely red, making it, you know, and like dark crimson red. Making it, ugh, I thought it was a domino, but it was a pair of dice. You got me, game. Oh, is that the trophy, the Walking Man? It is! Thank you! 9 more items to go. Let's check out the Music Emporium. 4 grand pianos? What? The spoon. Hey, remember all of the drama I had thinking that was the spoon, but now I know it's here? I still feel cheated, but, you know, what are you going to do? That's not a grand piano? Those are both not grand piano. 3 wrenches, 2 gold paper clips. Oh, God, I remember where one of them is. There. Where the hell is the other gold paper clip? I should have, like, forced myself to remember this. I should have... Oh, there it is, on top of the microphone. I didn't remember it. I mean, the second I found it, I remembered right away using the hint for it, or whatevs. There's the horse head. Ice tongs. Oh, that sounds like fun. There's one grand piano. It's only in pictures, of course, because how else would there be a grand piano here? 3 and 4. One was a model. So it was not all in... hey, another thimble. Weird how that would bedevil me twice in the same series of levels, isn't it? I would say it was coincidental, but it's, you know, it might not be. I'm saying it might be a conspiracy. That's right. I think we might be dealing with a case of consensual piracy. That is legit a reference to something I wrote, which, you know, doesn't count at all. There's one of the keys. I didn't know. Oh, there's the second key. Alright, that wasn't hard as I thought it was going to be. And now we can almost use the hints, but we can't because we need to find 2 wrenches, or else we're going to be screwed when we start using hints. So, wrench 1. Or if you find the ice tongs, we can use the hints, because then we can go to the other screen. Ice tongs or one more wrench. Oh, there's the other wrench. Alright, we're done. So now we have to decide what we want to find with our clues. That's, of course, clue spelled C-L-E-W, like classic Dick Tracy would. Fun fact. So while that Dick Tracy-ism was just an alternate spelling of the word clue that I think was acceptable at the time, they would also spell, historically, in original Dick Tracy comics, I had a book of them, they were wonderful, they would spell the word through, T-H-R-U, and it was kind of accepted as a beautiful accepted shorthand. Is that the thing where the human jaw is missing? Maybe. I desperately want to know where this thimble and human jaw is, so I'll just look around for a second more and then just take it. Yeah. And they would use it to save space, because I went on to read Golden and Silver Age comics, and they would still consistently, just to save space when writing, they would spell through T-H-R-U. So, more power to them. There's a key. If we need 20 keys to finish the game in the last level, I feel like I'm equipped to find them. Alright, clue time. I'm not gonna... Sorry, hint time. Oh, screw you. That looked almost exactly like the thing it was replacing, and I know that's the point, but oh! I maintain that was color cheating on the thimble, although I don't know if I can prove that. Okay, 1 wrench, ice tongs. Let's do this. Let's take one final glance about and hint our way to freedom and destiny. That is a well-hidden wrench. I'm sad we never found out where the ice tongs were, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. Okay. So let's find this guy. Nautical Museum, eh? No? Where is this thing? I'm looking at you right on the map, dude. I guess it's farther to the right? No? What is happening here? Is it further down? Alright, I am baffled. I am legit no foolin' baffled. Wait, it's on the top, isn't it? Ugh. Alright, well, I didn't have an excuse to say I was as puzzled as I was. Alright, so here's his legs. That'll be down here, I guess. There's his pants. Nope. Here? That can't be right. Ah, okay. What is going on with your weird torso, buddy? It's super weird. Alright. No. Aha! Perfection, he said. Has this guy got a hunchback? Oh no, he's dumping toxic waste. I just remembered what the crime was. Took me long enough. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, you two are actually... Thank you for being right next to each other. That makes life a lot easier. What? Oh, no. Yeah, everything in this is higher than I think it is. Because if you look at the picture, there's like this whole area up top that isn't in the puzzle I'm currently doing. There's probably a whole area down below that isn't there either. Okay, let's get the portholes working. Nope. No, and yes. What? Oh. And the portholes are much higher. I am so confused about this photo. Wow. Oh, right. The pool of water at the bottom that isn't in the photo. Totally forgot that was in the thing. But it makes sense because he's got to be pouring the toxic waste into something. It seems like he could find a better place to pour toxic waste than in a maritime museum. But you know what? I'm not the criminal. So who am I to judge? I was about to say, well, you know, I'm a law enforcement officer, so that gives me at least a slight basis to judge. But of course, I'm not a judge, and judges are the only people who get to judge. That's why they call them that. I'm beginning to worry my rambling has reached epidemic proportions, and that no one is helped by it. I'm kidding. I'm helped by it. It's how I keep sane? Probably not good that that turned into a question. What's this thing? Is that over there? Yes. That was the top of the model. You go over here. And I think we're about done, aren't we? Alright, so let's just get the exit sign where it belongs. Got the life preserver, which is... oh, it was right next to where it was. Okay, that is the top of the cabinet. This is the drawer, cubby holes of the cabinet, whatever you want to call that. That's the edge of the pool. This is a shelf by the exit sign, and then we're good. That one took longer than the other ones. I think you saw why, but I'm still pretty happy with the work. Thank you very much. All right, let's see what we got. Slick Rick, a grease monkey at the auto body shop, has been dumping his auto shop overflow into water supplies all over town. Ew. I mean, at least he's not murdering cats, but still. Known as Stain? Oh. Are we ever going to find out what's going on with those skulls with the skulls and the black stars are? Like, what's going on there? Special Agent. Hell yes. All right, we're stopping for the night, obviously. It's late, and I've just done, what, 4? Thank you. I do, don't I? Crime organization Stain, you uncovered. You must ensnare the syndicate's right hand. Open weekend leader. A top Stain officer is wanted by law enforcement for abnormal hair fetish. Ew. Oh, just hijacking hair directly from people's heads while they snooze? Again, now we're looming right back into the world of perversity. What is it with this game? Like, for the most part, just fun, harmless, hidden object finding. Then, twisted sexual perversion. I don't get it. Hopefully you don't get it either. Either way, let's get out of here. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming along this journey with me. If you had a good time, there's going to be some buttons coming up letting you know where you can... can I not quit? Letting you know how to subscribe, or it's going to suggest another video for you to watch. You know, if you might like to do that. If you have any questions, suggestions, you want to enter the contest, drop a comment into the comment section below the video. If you're curious about whether we can take down the right-hand man and the big boss of this criminal organization, I suggest you drop by for the next item on the playlist. I'll see you there. But until then, au revoir.